All right, now let's do number 6. Okay, so for both classes, people said they could do everything except letter D and A, B, C, D, and E. And all right, so we need to find the period and the value of B. Okay, and those two are related to each other, so that makes sense. Okay, period means when does the graph come back onto itself. So I am actually, rather than wasting my time graphing this whole thing, I'm going to show you from the answer key. This is Mr. Vasquez's answer key, because my class actually had a different question on their final exam. They'd actually never seen this before. So what we want to know is how long does it take it for the pattern to repeat itself. So notice it starts down here at this minimum, and then it goes up, and it comes back down to this minimum, and then it goes up. It's starting to repeat. Okay, so a period is from where it starts to where it starts to repeat. Okay, you could also have taken it from here to where it comes back to that point and starts to repeat to here. Okay, you could also have taken it from here, except that they didn't give us data for that point. They only gave us like the highs and the lows. Okay, so you could have gone from here, it's going up, there it is again. Okay, so from here to here is one period. Okay, that's one period. Or you can do it from minimum to minimum, that's one period. Or you could do it from maximum to maximum, that's one period. No matter where you measure it from, you'll get the same value. So what we want to do is we want to know how far apart on the x-axis are these, so our x values. So like I could do from here to this point. See how this is a max and this is a max? I could subtract these and that'll get me my period. But since I have the lows and this one starts at 0, this is actually going to be easier. So I'm going to go from here to here. What's the distance horizontally from here to here? Well, that's from here over to here. Oh, it's 13.6 because I started at time 0. When does it start to repeat itself? At 13.6. So the period is how long does it take before it repeats itself? 13.6 hours. Bam, that's it. You could have gotten the same answer by doing 20.4 minus 6.8. So let's just prove it to ourselves, make sure that actually works. 20.4 minus 6.8, bam, 13.6. There it is. Okay, so 13.6 is the period. So again, you can take it from minimum to minimum, or you can take it from maximum to maximum. If you're taking it along the principal axis, you got to be careful that you are, going all the way over to here. Don't stop halfway. Go back to where it starts to repeat the pattern. Okay, starts to go back up again from that principal axis. All right, so find the value of b. So b is related to the period. So the natural period of a sine function is 2 pi, okay, all the way around a circle. That's the natural period. So if I'm going around a circle, how long does it take me to get around? 2 pi. So the normal period is 2 pi, but our period is 13.6. That's not 2 pi. Okay, what's going on here? So in order to find the value of b, we have a little formula. Period is equal to 2 pi divided by b, because see how b is times by the time? So, and remember this is backwards land, so instead of times by b, since it's backwards land, it's actually divided by b. Okay, the natural period of a cosine is 2 pi. So our natural period is being, it looks like multiplied by b, but since this is backwards land, it's divided by b. So it's kind of nice to just memorize this formula, because trying to figure it out over and over again is kind of brain twisting. So it's actually easier to memorize it. So we know what the period is. So we can substitute that in. 13.6 is equal to 2 pi over b. By the way, this formula is not in the formula packet, which is unfortunate. It would be really nice if it was in there, but it's not. You can also rewrite this. You can switch these and say b is equal to 2 pi over p, which in this case would actually make this easier to solve. So b is equal to 2 pi over 13.6. And we can change that to a decimal. Let's see, what did Mr. Vasquez do? And he actually left it in decimal form. So you could leave it like that. You could just say that is your b, or you could change it to a decimal. So let's go ahead and change it to a decimal. We could do 2 times pi divided by, what did I say, 13.6. and we get 0.462. So B is approximately equal to 0.462. Remember, 3 significant digits. That's what we always want in IB, 3 significant digits. Okay, so that was all that I was asked for. People seem to know how to find the principal axis. It's halfway in between the top and the bottom, the maximum and the minimum. Okay, so there's that. The period was 13.6, and then the value for B is 2 pi divided by the period, which gave us 0.462. Okay, and that's that for number 6.